Fine, call upon my lioness. That's the light you see behind my eyes. Using all of the elements, the magician is in my mind. The fear that I am feeling is my courage in disguise. Let go of the guardrails because I have guardian angels. Let go of all these things because I needed to make space. It's time.
So here I am outside Union Station. I'm gonna take this off. Here I am outside Union Station. I am about to head over to the circuit attorney's office and the courthouse where I first ever practiced as far as being a prosecutor. So off I went, a few blocks up the road to the 22nd Judicial Circuit of Missouri. Yes, I was wearing my flip-flops, being comfortable, walking through downtown St. Louis until I arrived to the courthouse. After I visited the first courtroom I ever practiced in, I went to meet with my friend Wendy, who is the assistant to Judge David Mason, a very popular judge who graduated from my alma mater, WashU, and has received numerous awards, one of them being the Icon Award from Missouri for his leadership in the courtroom and the community. He was very encouraging about my current and future work in victim rights law and let me know how much my vision is needed and the far-reaching impact he foresees. I was honored to then visit his memorial right across the street. Okay. This is my friend Wendy. She's going to show me the memorial. The Freedom Suits Memorial is situated in Freedom Plaza behind the Civil Courts building. It depicts the trials of enslaved people who used the existing law in Missouri to win their freedom. While I had gone there just to see my friend Wendy and meet with the judge, I ended up being very inspired by what I learned at the memorial.
St. Louis at that time, St. Louis was an interesting city. We were right there on the border, and we were rare because we had free black people walking around. We had slaves all living amongst one another. So what Judge discovered was something for St. Louis to be very proud of. Being a judge, he was very interested. He said to himself, gosh, what would that have been like in the courtroom at the time? Let's see, a jury of your peers, all white male landowners, but yet 100 people won their freedom. Because at that time, there was a law in place called once free, always free. And if your slave owner took you to a state where slavery did not exist, and you were there more than 3 months, when you got back to St. Louis, or Missouri, you could petition for your freedom. And so there is a saying that people will ascribe even in modern day, like if somebody stabs you in the back, you say, he sold me down the river, right? That came from that time because if you lost your case, it was very, very risky because your slave owner would be upset with you and they would sell you to the very cruel slave owners down south. And so it was it was beyond brave to do this, and they did it for their children. It was mostly women too, and they did it for their children to try to keep the families together and everything like that. Yeah, so Judge is going, wow, that's really interesting. This really shows the law was followed. And it's also a testament to the bravery of the attorneys who took these cases at that time. The peer pressure to be like, you're doing what? You know what I mean? You got to imagine there had been a lot of peer pressure at the time. But they were like, no, I want to help these people, get their freedom. It's the right thing to do. So they persevered through that cultural climate at the time and did what they thought was right. The judge obviously was not corrupt because they allowed these things to proceed as the way they should have unfolded. And then you look at your juries of all white male landowners, and as any jury is told, can you set aside your personal biases and listen to the rule of law and follow the instructions as you are given?
Right.
And these jurors said, yes, we can, and they did.
I wouldn't even be an attorney right now in this country if it weren't for my ancestors kidnapped to this hemisphere, having the courage to persevere. If it weren't for the bravery of those attorneys and judges and juries upholding this law to grant their freedom, it put in perspective the legal battle I am currently in, and it reminded me why I became an attorney in the first place. Justice can prevail when the right people are enforcing and upholding the law. and when the right people attain the power to change inhumane laws and move society forward.
I'm all packed up and ready to head to the airport, to head to Columbus, where my life began, essentially. My dad moved us there when I was a toddler, and so I lived in Columbus for most of my life and for my formative years for high school. But here I go to Ohio, where it all began.
So I put on my flight suit, my favorite outfit when I am traveling, and head to the St. Louis airport to catch my flight to Columbus.
Let go of the guardrails because I have guardian angels. Let go of all these things because I needed to make space. It's time to see what I am made of, to remember where I came from, to create why I am here. No more chasing labels because everything that I need is all around me. And I know that when I release this fictional reality, she found me. That's when I found me, and I astound me. And if no one ever tells me that they're proud, I know she grounds me. I know she got me. I know she thought me. That's how she brought me. Birth and imagination of the infinite creator. Sent me to earth with a hug and a kiss, and to see you later. I love sooner than you think, cause this is a blink of an eye, and this life will pass you by in a great expanse of space and time. So enjoy it, explore it, forgive everyone and all their baggage, don't let them spoil it. Wake up with the sunrise, meditate to clear my mind. Thank you for this breath, I'm ready to be surprised. Don't know where I'm going, but I'm ready for the ride. Don't know where I'm going, but I know I got my guides. Wake up with the sunrise, meditate to clear my mind. Thank you for this breath, I'm ready to be surprised. Don't know where I'm going, but I'm ready for the ride. Don't know where I'm going, but I know I got my guides. Don't know where I'm going, but I know that my guides got me. That means nobody can stop me, means I'm headed to the top. See me and you are only human, so what you do cannot shock me. You are only human, unaware you are a God seed. God speed you on your journey through the valley of the shadow, while I stand tall in the light with me. There is no sense to battle, because I come in peace. I came to set myself free, and if you open your eyes, you will see my divinity.